It's 2015. A U.S. Navy fighter jet is chasing something over the Pacific. No wings, no cockpit, no exhaust, but it moves like it's alive.
Control, this is Alpha 1. We have visual on an unidentified object at grid 29er. Object is moving without any recognizable flight pattern. No wings, no heat signature, and it's accelerating. Requesting confirmation, over.
What the pilots saw that day didn't match any aircraft known to man. It didn't follow physics. It didn't follow logic. And it didn't follow Earth. Hi, I'm Simon Paul Bennett, and you're watching The Nature's Code. Today, we explore the sky that lied and the truth it tried to hide. The encounter began with a simple radar lock. An object appeared out of nowhere, accelerating, stopping, reappearing, as if distance meant nothing. The pilot's voice trembled as he said,
There's a whole fleet out there. Look on the SA. I repeat, a whole fleet. They're everywhere.
These were not hallucinations, not distant reflections, not tricks of light. Multiple sensors recorded the same object, all telling the same impossible story. No visible propulsion, no sonic boom, just sudden bursts of movement, like space itself was bending to let it pass. In normal flight, every move has a cost. You fight gravity, you fight drag, you fight inertia. But these crafts didn't fight anything. They moved like the air wasn't even there. Pilots estimated speeds beyond 20,000 kilometers per hour. Yet there was no heat trail, no pressure wave, and no sound. To move that fast, a human pilot would be torn apart. A machine would collapse, but this object remained perfectly stable. If these readings are real, then they represent a level of energy far beyond anything humanity has created. The math says impossible, but the camera says otherwise. Commander David Fravor, a decorated Navy pilot, tracked one of these objects off the coast of California. It descended from 80,000 feet to sea level in less than a second, then hovered, motionless, and just as quickly, it disappeared. Pentagon confirmed the footage. The world saw it, and yet no one had answers. Officially, they called them UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena. Unofficially, people whispered a different word. Visitors. Scientists propose theories: plasma, radar error, secret technology. But none of these explanations covered what the pilots saw with their own eyes. Some physicists now believe these crafts may not be flying at all. Instead, they might be bending gravity, using space-time itself as the engine. If true, then these objects are not limited by the physical barriers we struggle with. They are not cutting through the air. They are slipping through reality. And if something can bend reality, where does it come from? We often assume they come from the stars, but history tells a more unsettling tale. For thousands of years, civilizations recorded the same shapes in their skies: disks, spheres, silent objects watching from above. From ancient India to medieval Europe to early American settlers, the drawings are almost identical. Maybe they didn't arrive here. Maybe they never left. Earth holds oceans deeper than our technology can explore, caves older than our species, skies wide enough to hide anything. If something wished to remain unseen, it chose the perfect planet. Across every encounter, one pattern repeats: observation. They hover, they follow, they mirror pilot movements, but they never communicate, they never attack, they never crash. Predators study prey before striking. Scientists observe before experimenting, but this behavior feels different, like something collecting data, waiting, measuring. If they're watching us, what are they trying to understand? They move without wings, they fly without sound, they disappear without trace. Maybe they aren't here to break our physics. Maybe they're here to remind us of theirs. Because every system follows rules. The real question is, who wrote them?